Hi folks, right, I'm in the groove now. This is the third one, or one done, or not uploaded yet. One repaint, acrylic, the acrylic palette. It's not the greatest. I prefer painting upright with the acrylics, and oil, but but so that you can see what I'm doing. I don't know how I can organise my camera in any other way where you will see so much of the painting at this level, so it's more of my inconvenience than your convenience that it's like this. I've gessoed this piece of paper. I've used just a PVA glue, slightly dilute, and some chalk powder. Makes a lovely gesso, nice and rough, but not over rough. There's no lumps on it that I can see, but it doesn't matter if there are. Right, okay. So, what shall we do? We could do. Well, let's do a sort of a Dartmoor sort of scene, a abstracts of my memory of Dartmoor, which could be any English moor. It could be Exmoor, Bodmin, Dartmoor, Yorkshire moor. Anywhere in the UK. They've got a number of these wonderful wild areas, but although they might be wild, they are farmed in a lot of areas, but it's quite tough going. But I want to sort of abstract it, so let's put in a bit of distance. So let's have a bit of red, bit of blue. Just put a bit of distance in. What? I overdid that. More white in there. No mountains on the moors, it's just hills. With Dartmoor you have the Dartmoor Tors, which are outcrops of granite, lovely. Right, this is going to be abstract, it's not going to be too representational, in other words. Let's just try and soften it a little bit. Right, okay, now let's put in some sweeps of colour. Touch of blue in there, viridian. Wonderful colour, viridian, very versatile. Just had a heck of a storm go over, so I do reckon we're going to get some thundery showers, and we certainly did. It wasn't thundery so much as very heavy. I'll model all this at the end, well towards the end, once I've got it covered with paint. Just had a weather warning. I'm listening to the radio on my headphones. Just get the paint on. Great thing is that you start just putting paint on paper, but as you go along you can model and change whatever works. Now we're abstract, and we're not painting by numbers or painting from a photograph. Got a bit of ready mauvey stuff. Dinner, distance, dinner, just said dinner. I haven't thought about a sky yet, but we're coming into the foreground. We want some warmer colours. There's some nice green in there, I think. So you can see there's lots of holes in this, look, but we'll soon sort that out. We'll get some gel in there. Right, some nice ochre stuff now. Now we've more or less got that covered now. Right, let's get some lighter colours, some cooler colours in here. I'll put a bit of sky in a minute. Work out some sort of sky. I just want to paint some grey, distant colours in there. Right, get in with some sky, and I want to bring sky over that hard edge there because I don't like that. Let's have a light sky, ochre, a bit red. Oh. I had a bit of a spend at the range today with a couple of brushes and a couple of tubes of paint. This is one of the brushes I bought. I've now got two of these. Very strong that's red, it's cad red, but you know my colours by now. It's basically a Ron Ransom palette with a couple of extra greens thrown in, yellows thrown in, Viridian, which I don't know to use, in watercolour. Would be a good idea to really add quite a bit of gesso to your paper, because watercolour paper's got its surface, hasn't it? It's full of indents. Right, I've got some lights on there. Touch of red, touch of yellow. Right, that gives a bit of contrast in the sky, so clean the brush. And go back to the lights. Nice, lovely, luscious, thick paint. Ah, that's so strong. Well, we've got a sky. Now let's slab away at the landscape. Now just get some of that distance in. So that's our distant colour. Now we'll put a bit of warm colour on here for the distance, I think. A bit of shadow on there. Gonna put some white out in a minute. Sword. Right, we'll slowly come together. Let's see if we've got any more white in here. Open. Yeah, still coming out. So why I always store these tubes upright with the cap down so that the paint goes into the nozzle. Alright, one bit of rag. No, I need some. Oh, let's put some more blue out. And this is opens when you go here. I've got a system 3 acrylic ultramarine. I've got some from excuse me, from Wilco. Okay. There's no definition on that. It's a bit wet now, so I think I'll start to texture. So a bit of black, bit of yellow, bit of red. Sort of silhouette. Red, yellow, black, but not mixed. Well, just loosely mixed. A nice juicy paint here. Yellow, red, black. So we'll get this in the foreground here. Some 2 yellows in there, a lot of lovely black. Oh, I can scumble over that because that'll be a bit lumpy. Right, okay, clean the brush, put it in the water. Get a bit of some more yellow, hue. Yuck. A nice bit of light coming in here. A bit of ochre, change things as you go along. Merge things. I mean, if this, watching me do this, unlocks something in you, that's great because it will help you develop your own sort of style. I mean, I'm still developing even at my age. I'm not thinning this out, I'm just bunging it on. Just a bit of foreground here. It doesn't have to make sense. It's what it is. It's an abstract painting with you just putting in what you want to put in. No reality. Right, now we've got to do something on here now. A bit of red in there. Just, ooh, oh, in the wrong place there. It's all supposed to be sort of a wild moor. Right, clean out the brush. Now we're getting somewhere now. Now we can. That is drying slowly. I'm just going back into that distance because we've got to put a bit of modelling in there. A bit of blue, a bit of red. So. No detail, just no sables, just this one brush painting. Just get a bit of that more bluey, greeny stuff. Just put a few dots here and there, just let other people sort out what it is. If anything, a bit of viridian blue. Oh, that doesn't really work, does it? Oh, let's get that covered up a bit. Leave it showing through a bit. Just catching a bit of that light in there, going through there. Because we've got that light there, so let's show it through the painting. It's called abstracting on the go because that's what we're literally doing. We're just adding bits and pieces to it to try to get some sort of abstract looking piece of work. Yeah. Bit of ochre. Ochre's always very useful. Now I want to put a bit of texture over that there, so I'm going to put a blue to that. I'll touch a little bit of the white with that blue, a bit of red. just to send that back into the landscape a bit. Great paints for this sort of landscape is Arthur Madison. But I'm not spending hours on it. I'm just putting it all in, just get that, just get that blue, bit of blue in here. Just to give a little bit of depth to that. Okay, I will use a little brush. I'm going to use it's a slightly ochre white. What do I do there? I'll change that. There's a little sheep. I don't know if I want to put much more in. I'll just go back over there. And that blue in with that colour here. Right, let's just put a bit of pink here and there. A bit of pink. Elizabeth's very good in this sort of thing, mixing with other colours. Oh no, that's bad there. Oh, it's sort of light blue then. Oh, just adding little bits of flicks and flourishes, just nothing of any great sort of merit in it on its own, but taken as an overall. See, that's taken a bit of dry brush now, look. A bit of scumble. Alright, I'm going to put that in the mount, I quite like that. It's different. That's all I can say about it, it's different. It's totally original. Nobody else has done it, except me and you. Oh, you and I. Me. Oh, there we are. Another little abstract. That's quite a nice little one, I think. Let's just lift you up a little bit so you can see the whole picture in the mount. Alter it. Alright, well there we are. A nice bit of light in the centre. Maybe I could carry that over a little bit further. Quite do I get the brush a good swirl. Touch of ochre. Take that down a little bit. Okay, so there we are, dark moor, or an English moor. I wonder how many of my paintings have been called an English moor. I'm not so pro-English, but I'm against everybody else. Not at all. Right, I'll sign that with a pen, I think, because quite hard. Now, I'll go back to acrylics tomorrow, but I'll do one for Patreon tomorrow, because you've had 3 today. Right, where's my pen? Pen. Let's just a bit of a signature. That's not working. Well, actually, because the page's a little bit damp. Let's find another one. No, I think that's obvious, isn't it? Right, okay. Okay, folks, I'll get that uploaded. I'll sort the other 2 out, and that's enough for me for today. Thanks for looking in, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.